Yo guys, what's going on? GeoOB here, back with another GeoGuessr video. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Nepal, which, if you didn't know, it's just been released into GeoGuessr. I think Rainbolt posted a video on it about an hour ago now, so I'm very fresh to this here. So yeah, we're just going to play through some of this map, which I believe is the new coverage. Yeah, I believe it's all shit cam from what I know. But I still think it'll be interesting nonetheless. So yeah, if you do enjoy, drop a like and subscribe down below. Let's get right into some of this Nepal coverage. Alright, this is interesting. It's like very green, which I don't know what I was really expecting. I mean, I guess it would be greenery levels you kind of consider to be similar to Bhutan, maybe. It definitely had some similarities to Bhutan. Yeah, these road lines are very interesting. I mean, they actually turn into yellow solid outers here, but yellow dashed outers, like you see in Ireland or New Zealand here, is quite interesting. And these concrete blocks, like the Bhutan ones, but they're painted like this, maybe like a Thai bollard almost. Which I think is, yeah, this is quite interesting. Obviously, it's a very mountainous country, home to Mount Everest, of course. But yeah, I mean, this feels. I mean, I've obviously got no idea what I'm doing for region guessing, and it's not even like when Vietnam came out, you could kind of vibe if it'd be like north or south. This could. I actually don't know. I'd probably say it's more southern Nepal. It doesn't feel that mountainous. I'll try like over east, maybe like over here. Alright, I was pretty close there. Yeah, I think a lot of it will be vibes. I don't know what metas are going to come out for Nepal. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm expecting it to look like. Obviously, shit cam's not ideal. Would be nice. It would be very interesting now, I think. But either way, I think it's still very exciting. It could honestly, some locations could maybe like make it 50-50 with India. It does depend though. But again, we've got these Irish, New Zealand outer lines, the yellow dashed ones, which is quite interesting. I imagine that's quite common. Should be very helpful in identifying it as Nepal, especially for like newer players. That'll be like an early meta, I think. You know, you see that. Well, I'll just put it in with the Ireland, New Zealand. And this does not look much like New Zealand or Ireland, so I don't think there'll be too many mess ups there. Anyway, what does this feel like? Probably a little. It feels more mountainous than last round, so I guess maybe a little more northern. I don't know where the coverage is, but I think it's pretty dense coverage around Nepal. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go like sort of near Kathmandu over here. Yeah, that was a lot more west there. Yeah, it's on one of these white roads here, so it shows the coverage is quite dense, which is good. Yeah, that's very west. Yeah, it's a lot more southern as well than I was expecting. Just based off the mountains. But obviously the whole country is extremely mountainous. Apart from this bit, I guess. I mean, you can still see, you can always... Like, I think you'll always be able to see some mountains. But big mountains north, so I reckon... I don't know if it's like Bhutan where you get like southern plateaus, like here, where it's like really flat. But also you can see mountains. But yeah. Honestly, yeah, this southern part does look quite flat, and then we're sort of looking at mountains, maybe like over here somewhere. Yeah, I think that's a fairly easy vibe for them, like very south of the country. If you're in like a plateau, especially with mountains north, the issue is just obviously it clearly stretches. I mean, I don't think it would look the same over here, maybe, based on what it looked like the other round. But yeah. Yeah, this whole southern bit I think is going to look very similar. Anyway, next round. Yeah, I think these are going to be the standard road lines for Nepal. And I think we've got like Thai bollards here actually. So I think that'll be probably useful as well. I don't know any pole meta or anything. 2 crossbars, short one, and then a longer one. Not sure what to do with that. Anyway, we've got mountains kind of north. Probably go. I don't just want to say it's near Kathmandu every time. Go over here. Should have gone closer to Kathmandu, but honestly, that's not that bad. It's not a bad guess at all, really. Yeah, maybe this one. There's a chance you could confuse it with India. Like, I mean, these mountains sort of give it away a little bit, but honestly, apart from that, I could almost see this being India. I mean, these, I don't know what this like outfit, what this like attire is that they're wearing, but it seems quite interesting. They've got some tiled roofs as well. I mean, again, I think we're in the southern plateau, but again, I don't really know where. Because obviously we see the mountains north again. So maybe like over here. Yeah, again, I guess you can. It does look like that all the way west then. So yeah, that's gonna be like quite tough to differentiate this very southern bit. Not a great score there, but honestly not too bad. I mean, obviously the scoring is gonna be quite harsh on this, given Nepal is such a small country. And again, we're seeing these type of ballers like integrated into a fence. I mean, these ones don't look exactly right; they look a little different. But yeah, so we got some script here. It is definitely unique. I don't think you'd see this in India anywhere, right? It could be like, it's somewhat similar to Punjab, I guess, but I think it is definitely different. You'll be able to tell that as well. Okay, I don't know what I'd say this one. It almost feels a little dry, but this does feel very flat actually. I'm gonna say we're like all the way south. We were south again, but a bit more west there. Yeah, yellow outers here, so it looks like you can see yellow solid outers as well as the dashed ones. So we've seen these a couple times. Yeah, it'll be interesting to learn. I imagine there'll be some pole metas. Looks like this is kind of the standard one with the shorter crossbar, longer one, also, yeah, trident pole top. Yeah, I don't know, again, I mean, I don't know if it's wrong to just guess south every time it's flat, but I think that seems like a fairly reasonable thing to do. Yeah. So I think if it's really flat, you should go in this kind of south bit, would be the main, just general landscape advice. Like, this is most definitely not flat. This looks quite like, this sort of bit of India, and this bit actually. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's like, I'm gonna go over here. Say it's like this. Yeah, okay, I imagine that'll probably just be what a lot of Nepal looks like, to be fair. Yeah, a lot of it is gonna be quite tough. It doesn't look like it does not look like the easiest country in the world to reach and guess. But it's a very beautiful country. It'd be nicer if they could have it not shit can. But you know what? I think I'll take anything at this point. I mean, this sort of feels flat, but we can't actually see that much. It's very blocked up. I'm gonna trust it though. Yeah, we were again south there. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, I'd probably just say southern again here. It's very green though. I might even go like over here. Yeah, again, was southern. I feel like there's a lot of rounds to the south. I'd like to see some more mountainous ones. Yeah, it's like 4 of ours there in the south. Looks like we've got another one. Well, this time we can't see the mountains north, which I guess would probably place you even further south, like over down here. Yeah. Not bad there. This is what I'm after. This is what I'm after. Like a proper rural round just in the mountains. I think it will be very easily recognizable as Nepal though, which isn't really a bad thing. Say it's over here maybe. Probably won't be on a yellow road actually. Oh no, we are. Oh no, we're not. I was gonna say it would probably have been like paved if it was a yellow road. Maybe not. They would have looked more than just a dirt track. Yeah, I think this is gonna be tough to reach, I guess, you know. I do. This is not easy. I feel like I'm just sort of clicking middle a lot of the time. Because I don't really know what to do. It's like either you click middle if it's like mountainous, or you click south if it's flat. So this looks quite flat. Yeah, I keep clicking this bit, and it's often up here, but I don't know how you differentiate them really. Oh yeah, this is very different script-wise. So there's some English as well, or maybe yeah, some English. I've seen a decent bit of red brick as well, which I think is quite interesting for this region of the world. Yeah. I mean, I honestly would say this is like maybe this place. It actually was. And that was quite lucky to be fair. I just thought it seemed like a very built up area down south, but quite close to the mountains. I think, well, yeah, lining up the mountains would be very useful for Nepal. Let's do one more round here. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of tree-covered mountains. It'd be nice to see some more stuff, like all the way up north near Everest and that, but I don't think it's not going to be easy to get a Google car up there to probably get that coverage all the way north. But I mean, this is still very cool. But again, I don't really know where this is. Yeah, more western there. This is quite interesting. It's very it's a very big grassland here. Again, the mountains north. I'm gonna say this is like over here. That one was more east. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of farming going on. They've got like this raised road that it would be like similar to see in Bangladesh as well. There's a lot of similarities with other countries. We've got a different type of pole here. Obviously, I don't know if it means anything, but interesting nonetheless. Again, it's very flat. Again, we can't see mountains. I'm just gonna say we're over in this bit. Oh no, it was over there. Yeah, yellow hours again. Yeah, there's like the type pole, but they've got like a reflector on it. It's quite cool. Yeah, and they do drive left, which is also interesting. I mean, it's not for this region of Asia. It's very standard to drive left, I guess. So no real nothing differentiating that really. Probably go. I guess that looks like one of the ransoms up here, maybe. Nope. All the way east there. Yeah, I think this is gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting one to reach and guess. Yeah, another one of these trident pole tops. This one looks a bit different, I think, because it didn't have the 2 crossbars. Yeah, and some like sheet metal roofs here is also interesting. They're often useful for reaching guess in different countries, like Turkey and Indo. They're quite useful. Yeah, probably I'd go honestly say it's just near Kathmandu, but obviously do not know. Yeah, Eastern again there. This is a very poor round. Yeah, it's very easy to get like a southern vibe, but even then it's still hard to get good points. But yeah, I think this is a great addition to GeoGuessr. I think it'll make it a lot more interesting. Seems like the coverage is quite extensive as well, which is nice. But yeah, so that's been Nepal. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. I've just tried to get this video out as quick as possible. So yeah, let me know what you think of it think of the Nepal coverage down in the comments. And let me know what country you want to see next. Alright, that's been GeoOB. Drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.